Isabella, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you do for your man?
Okay, yeah. So obviously, like I said, I cook and clean, do the laundry. That's pretty the typical stuff. But kind of like what you said, you want to make your house like a safe place for your husband to come home to and just make him comfortable and serve him. So every morning and every night, I literally massage him until he goes to bed. So every night I put my daughter to bed and then I massage my husband to sleep and then I go to sleep. And that's what I do because he wakes up and he works hard to provide for the family. So my job is to make sure that he gets to sleep and has a good night's rest. So that's something I do. I fully trust him. That's a lesson that I've had to learn because sometimes I've always had a strong personality and there's been times where I doubt his decision and I've had to learn the hard way that no, you need to trust your husband. And once I do and I fully trust him, I always realize, wow, he knows what's best for us. And I think that's something that men are really looking for in a woman is someone that can just fully trust them, just be led by them. You want a man that's a leader, and that's what he truly is, and yeah.
What happened to men just shutting the up and going to work?
They're all of the men that you're referring to that used to just shut the up and go to work, they all have heart attacks or brain aneurysms before the age of 52. Either that or they unsubscribe from life. Either that or they're walking around inside because nobody gives a about what they think or how they feel. They're all, and here you go on the internet asking men to revert back to that rather than going through the various forms that we're taking to heal ourselves. How selfish of you.
I lost the guy I love to Red Pill.
I lost the guy that I loved and cared about to Red Pill content. Before he started watching this content, he was a sweet, nice man who treated me well and was charismatic, funny. And the moment he started watching this content, he completely changed. He started calling women his whore skanks. He became very, very angry almost all the time. And then eventually he ended things with me because he thought I was using him for money.
Which you probably
Now granted, there was
like,
one time where I did make a joke about how I wanted an old guy to take care of me, and I quickly regretted it and said I was sorry. But I still cared about him. I would drive 30 minutes every day to see him. Like, it wasn't just about the money. Because he's watching all this content, he thinks that all these women are trying to use him and all that stuff. And so he had a loving girl that cared about him and loved him and like would stick by his side through anything. And then he eventually said this to me, and this was the final straw. Okay. Now, when I first started talking to him, not that it mattered, but he was over 270 pounds when I started talking to him. I did not care about his size. He then lost weight and then started fat shaming everyone around him. And today, actually, he said this to me. He called me a broke skank and then said that I would ease back on the food. Your stomach's getting a little big. And I've never, my whole life, had a man speak to me like that.
My God, girl.
And here I was the week before going out and I was gonna go buy him a present for his birthday. And for him to turn around and call the girl that cared about him and loved him a skank and fat. When he's like one of the only guys that I've been with. And in the beginning it was totally opposite. He would compliment me, tell me how pretty I was, and laugh and make jokes, and like, just this content, it just ruined him. And then I went on his page before we unfollowed each other, and I saw he was reposting like Andrew Tate and like David Goggins, and like almost all of his reposts were that. And then that's how I found out that he was in this red pill rabbit hole, and now I connected the dots.
And you tell me, I'm gonna ask you, would your wife be going out with her guy friend at night? Hold on, is she gonna leave the house fully dressed, looking good, saying, baby, I'm about to go have dinner with my guy friend, and y'all are married 5 years in?
How do I say this respectfully? It won't even be a thought. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't even be a thought for me to even say, babe, I'm about to go out with such and such. That's not even a thought for me when I'm dating.
Come on. To
go out and to do that. Because what really blew us up was she said that she was going out with her lady friends for dinner. I call her. She says, I'm out.
You called or you FaceTime?
I called her. I ain't FaceTime.
Okay.
I called her and I said, I was talking. She said, yeah, we're waiting on our car. Or I heard like two guys right next to her. Some of my car's on the way. Hey, babe, a car be right there. I ain't say nothing because I'm not a confrontational type. But I do have a conversation. So when we get home, she gets home. She calls me and says, hey, I made it home safe. I was like, hey, babe, did you go out with your male friends? She was like, she got quiet. She said, no. I said, oh, okay. And that's all I said.
Okay.
But she thought that I was accusing her of lying. And I literally just said, hey, listen, I was just concerned because one, I hurt men and I didn't know what was going on, but you gave me your answer, so we good. Let's move on. Yeah. But she blew that up and called me narcissist, controlling. I don't trust her. I said, you know what, then that's fine. Since I'm a narcissist, since I'm controlling, and since I don't trust you, let's just end the relationship.
So, and this is a very unpopular opinion, what I'm about to say, and I'm okay with that, and I don't care.
Okay.
Because it's also why the divorce rate is high, and it's also why people can't even get in relationships, let alone sustain relationships, because of what you just said. Now, as soon as you let her know, if okay, let's just say this woman wanted to be with you, and she was open to, you want a family, you want to be married, and she said, I want this too. As soon as you gave her the hint that you thought or felt there was a man, or you thought or felt something was going on, the point is you were seeking some clarity. As soon as she felt that, unpopular opinions coming right now.
Okay.
But it's a fact, and people can run the way they want, but they should run this play, and more relationships will be healthy. At that moment, it was her responsibility, if she's choosing you. Now, if she's not, she ain't got to do nothing. But if I'm choosing you, it's my responsibility to say, okay, baby needs clarity. I'm feeling it. I'm picking up what he's putting down. So next time I go to dinner, even if before you call me, but just say you called regular, I'm hitting FaceTime. Hey, babe, I'm sitting here waiting for my car and and I'm having this conversation. And then when I get in my car, I'm going to say, okay.
Sister told me this story about how she broke up with this guy that gave her the ick. What happened was she dated this guy who on paper was amazing. He was a handsome man, he had a good job, good finances, owned several properties. And one day she was at his house, and she asked him, like, what do you do for fun? You know, like, what's fun for you? And he looked a little confused. And then he said, well, sometimes I play guitar. And he goes into his room, goes into his closet, and behind a bunch of luggage and boxes, he pulls out this dusty old guitar. And he plays a song, and it's really good, and he sings really well. My sister was like, that's amazing. And he goes, yeah, when I was younger, I wanted to be a musician. And then he puts the guitar back behind the boxes and the clothing and closes the door. She said that gave her the ick. It gave her the ick because here's a man that walks around the world projecting success through finances and achievements at work. But deep down, he always wanted to be something different. And he buried the last relic of that dream deep in his closet. And that's gay.
If a guy asks me my body count, I never speak to him again. If you're a person whose brain just went, oh, that's because she has a high body count, I want you...
Probably, but there's a good chance you're too mid to have that high of a body count. So hopefully men are putting you in your place and not giving you that simp attention.
To listen to this. When a man asks me my body count, it is for one purpose.
Okay.
I want to make a judgment about your character based on your body count.
Absolutely, as he should. Why would a guy want to waste his precious time and money, by the way, on a whore? Why? If you get offended by that, that says way more about you than it does about him. I think that should be a mandatory thing. I think they should add body counts on dating apps, especially since women get to add height filters now. Really. But remember, women are allergic to accountability, so we have to force it on these, and that's what we do here, okay? For the sake of society.
I'm really glad she sat there on the Whatever podcast and talked about men actually do know what's best for us. A lot of times modern women are thinking that men are in it for themselves because that's, to them, that's what it looks like. Well, it looked like he's selfish. He only wants the best for himself. Really, that's not the case. Not at all. A lot of times a man is thinking about, this is what I have to do in order to provide for them. And they don't understand that. They think that a man is doing these things for himself, but he's looking out for you all the time. That's what he keeps on trying to tell you, but you don't. A lot of modern women don't want to listen until they keep on bumping their head and they realize, oh, he said that. Oh, he said that. Oh, yeah, he said that. Yeah, exactly. He said a lot of things and you thought he was trying to be controlling. Once you get out there and you realize, oh shoot, the world is a little bit harsher than I thought it was. The world, from the way I was seeing it, is a little bit different than I thought it was. Modern women think, oh, I've gone 20, 25 years and I've been okay. You've gone 20, 25 years and you've had assistance from everybody else. But when you get married, that assistance is all of that assistance and even more, the responsibility is transferred to your husband. You've been leaning on your dad this whole time, or your uncle or your grandfather this entire time. Well, I got friends, I got this, and this. I hear you, but sometimes your friends can't do what a man in your life that you trust can do. Well, I was just able to call my dad, this and that. What happens when your dad passes away? Now you got to lean on your husband, and you want to make that switch sooner rather than later. Modern women don't understand that.
It's been almost a year already since I have left adult content creation to go back to a regular 9-to-5. And let me tell you something, I have not been more fulfilled. Yes, I don't make the same money as I used to before, but my gosh, I feel so much better now about myself and about the people that I bring around me. I decided to leave OnlyFans almost a year ago because I wanted to go and follow Jesus with all my heart, soul, and mind, finally making that decision and never going back. And let me tell you something, guys, it has not been easy. I have had my ups and downs, but I am so at peace, so happy that I do not feel obligated to have to do anything for anybody in a way that I don't want to do it. I love serving. I am a waitress at PhD in Dallas, and honestly, I have not been more happier in my life because I finally have what I've always wanted, which is first Jesus and the peace that comes with him. I love my customers. They are absolutely amazing. I love the staff that works there. They are bomb. And the food here is absolutely, oh my gosh, I just love it. I'm actually very surprised that the food here is very, very good. It is not impossible, ladies and gentlemen, to leave a lifestyle that you thought was fulfilling before and was giving you the income that you thought you needed in order to live a happy life. One thing about God is that he is a provider, and you might not make the same money as you was making before if you were doing something that definitely generates a lot of money, working a 9-to-5. But let me tell you something, it's so much more fulfilling than degrading yourself and humiliating yourself, or even putting yourself in danger by doing the job that you know that God does not like you doing at this point in time. And it's not about that God does not like you doing it. It's just you know that it's not fulfilling to you, and you know that God has been calling you for something greater. So with this video, I encourage you guys, ladies and gentlemen, to go ahead and follow what God has been telling you to follow, to do the job that God has been telling you to do, that when he opens doors, go through them and do not fear, for God is with you. And he's always going to be with you. And yes, you're going to have your ups and downs, but I'm telling you, it's so worth it. It's so much more worth it doing it God's way than doing it your way. May God bless every single person that is listening to this video, and may Jesus be with you all. Peace.
Trigger warning, secondhand embarrassment. Every time somebody sees my husband, they're like, oh my God, that man is so fine. Where do I get me one of them's? And here's the thing, Dan is a Serbian man. He's a Balkan man. And one thing about Balkan men is that they are not for the weak, okay? True story. In one of our earlier dates, I would make the effort to get dressed up, hair done, makeup, everything, outfit. Thought I was eating, thought I was serving. And during one of our dinner dates, he's looking at me into my eyes, right? His piercing green eyes are staring into my soul. He's interested in what I'm saying. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh my God, this man is eating it up. He's so obsessed. He's in love with me. Oh, girl, we are locked in. This man, after I am done giving him a spiel on God knows what, looks at me deep in my eyes and says, you have mustache. And I said, rewind, come again. You have mustache. Oh, he repeated himself. He repeated himself for clarity because obviously I didn't hear him well the first time. And then he goes, you have hair on upper lip. I didn't need you to point out the geography in which hair is growing on my face, sir. On my face. And then he proceeded to go back to eating his steak dinner. And I cried myself to sleep that night from embarrassment.
Number one is that you need to be making at least $130K a year. And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. Oh, I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room.
I really wish I wasn't the first one to say this, but this is delusional. This is exactly what men are talking about when they want to know what a woman brings to the table. Because what does this woman bring except for financial burden? But not only that, but it is very clear that she will be an emotional burden because she is labeling these things as expectations. She expects all of them. They are requirements. Because even if she met a man and got into a relationship with someone that was willing to give her all of these things, which we all know she won't, he would not be appreciated. He would have to continue to do these things over and over and over again. And then once he finally broke, guess who's taking half of his stuff? This is why in today's day and age, no man is going to settle for this.
Where you calling me from, sweetheart?
Michigan.
Michigan, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, 27. You have any kids?
Yes, I do.
How many kids?
I have 4 kids.
You have 4 kids. How old are your 4 children?
I have a 10-year-old, and then I have an 8-year-old, and then I have a 4-year-old, and I have I gotta think, she's 6 months now. Yep, okay.
But how many men, Nate?
Who are you talking to?
What do you want? No, you said. Are you serious?
Yo, you just told me.
You told
about it.
You told. Okay, sorry, because he was just saying he wanted to be single, and now that I'm out here looking for someone,
why did you even on that anyway?
Leave me alone. Like seriously, go back over there and cry like you was.
Yo, see what I'm
That's
talking
weird. So what was the question?
How you gonna tell me to? I could sit here and think about it, and then you say
no. He always. So you know Kendra, you be watching her show?
It don't even matter. How
do you know Kendra's show? Wait a minute.
How did
you know it was Kendra? How did you know it was Kendra?
I can hear her voice. I can hear
Kendra, don't you think that's a little suspicious that he just know your voice? That means that he be on here watching, right? Yeah. So, no, I gotta go. Thank you. Nah, come here.
Download the Kendra G Singles dating app now, available on iPhones and Android phones.
Hey, it's okay if you didn't finish college. That's fine.
Do you think I didn't finish college?
I mean, that's the vibe I'm getting right now. I don't know.
Where do you go to school?
Here at OU.
What's your degree?
Arts.
Arts?
Yeah.
Which one?
Studio.
Studio? You want to know some funny thing?
What is the funny thing?
I actually started school at the University of Oklahoma.
I bet you did.
As an art student.
Oh, I bet you did.
Studio. I did about a year and a half of studio art. Then I took some philosophy classes. Then I get my undergraduate degree in philosophy with a minor in history of science.
And you did all that, and you still chose to be out here doing
And philosophy. And then, crazy enough, because I had gotten really into the history of science, I stayed at the University of Oklahoma and I got a master's degree in the history of science.
Good for you.
And the entire time, I was a funded student, teaching, no less. Whenever I was, what's the name of the biggest scholarship that you can get as an incoming studio art student?
I don't even know. I was an incoming biology student, and I went to that class, and I said, this sounds lame, so I chose the art degree.
So I had the Selma Nafee scholarship entering the studio art program.
Wait, hold on, sorry. I gotta look for gold stars real quick. I don't know if I have any gold stars.
See, the thing is you brought it up, and you said, because I was an advocate of extending the laws against equally to all people, that I must not have gone to school. And I started to tell you that I went to the school longer than you have and longer than you will.
You got a degree, and that's really, really awesome for you.
Not a degree.
I don't give that much of a fuck.
Multiple degrees.
Awesome.
Not what I base my argument on, but that is how I refute your assertion and accusation that I'm clearly uneducated.
Okay.
And I like the guy who was talking, he was going back and forth. A lot of these modern women, they think they're on the level of a man in terms of that's what I'm saying. Oh, well, you know, we mature faster than men, and so I've got enough to hold my own, and I'm smarter than a man. You're not even close. That's what they do. Oh, have you been to school? Yeah, actually I have. I've been to school. I've gotten multiple degrees. Oh, well, good for you. You want gold stars? I don't want anything from you. You're an idiot. But I'm just saying that to tell you, hey, I am actually educated. You say I ain't going to college. I must be a man, so I must be uneducated. And I'm telling you right now, the same school that you went to, the same program, I actually took a class on that. But then I decided, okay, let's go this way. Let's do that. So not only did I get my education, finish my degree in a subject, I got another degree. I got another degree, right? So you telling me I'm not educated is not going to fly here. That's the go-to for a lot of modern women. Oh, you don't have a house? You can't talk to me. Oh, you don't have a bachelor's degree, or you're not college educated? You can't talk to me. You know, you're not qualified to be in my vicinity. They'll say all of that and then walk up to a man that has money and he dropped out of high school, or he's finished high school, couldn't get a job anywhere, start doing sales. Start doing that. Yeah, it's something I just popped up on. I didn't plan on it. Started working a blue collar job. You know, I've been doing this, man, for 20 years. How are you doing this for 20 years? You seem like you're super young. Yeah, I started when I was 18. You started when you're 18? Yeah. I mean, I had to make something happen. So here I am today. Wow. Yeah. So while you was at school partying and on the jockstrap of another dude, of the star quarterback, I was out here working and making money. And when the star quarterback pumped and dumped and went on to the NFL, you stayed where you are, not really educated, living the life of a bum, and now you're here trying to tell me what I don't have. Sucks to be you.
The problem is that I think chivalry needs to be applied to everything in life.
I don't think that's someone's actual problem at all. I think they just don't understand what chivalry actually means.
For example, say a guy and a girl at the stoplight in their cars, right? If the guy clearly sees it's a girl in their car, like, I'm just a girl, he needs to let her go first. I don't care who pulled up first. Am I wrong for that? Am I delusional? Because
I would say yes.
like, I'm not. Like, I literally will be in my car and I'm like, go, you man.
I think one of the biggest problems that we are currently facing in this world is a lack of education, because there seems to be an awful lot of individuals that keep using certain words without any actual concept of what they mean. Because chivalry, depending on the time period in which you're referring to it being used, can have multiple different meanings. However, in the modern time, it normally refers to the common courtesies that a man would show to a woman, such as opening a door. But there are some individuals out there that seem to think that chivalry means they are entitled to certain privileges simply because they are a woman. That has nothing to do with chivalry. That is someone's own sense of entitlement.
Do you think that I will take your family's money?
Well, I don't know. Are you going to sign that paper?
I know her very well, and my daughter is not a gold digger.
Yes, she is.
And if that's the opinion that you guys have of her, then maybe she shouldn't get married.
Then that's fine.
I'm trying to understand why everyone's having such a tough time with just this prenup talk.
Thought you got some influence.
It's complete insanity. I'm not in it for the money. I love Sean, and I want to marry the love of my life. But Emilio's standing in the way of this. We made a decision as a couple that we're not doing a prenup.
Well, if I don't come to the wedding?
Come on, Dad. You're my dad. She's my future wife. I want you both happy.
I'll be happy if she signs that document.
He's she.
If my dad doesn't show up at the wedding, it's going to be devastating. It's the most important time of my life. He's my father. I need him to be there.
You should just let us be happy and let us do what we want.
We'll see.
Really? So the dad is trying to protect him, and instead of listening and looking at reality, the modern world, he's literally saying, well, she's my future wife. It's like, are you stupid or what? You must be one of those special type of stupid, because it's happening everywhere. These women, they don't want to sign the prenup because they want to take half your.
If you could give a single girl some dating advice, what would you say to her?
How old?
Like 21.
Just bang them all. But I will say, bang dudes quietly. Don't tell.
You got your eye open for the simp, dog. Don't let him know you out here busting it open. But hell, even if you was busting it open, the simps ain't gonna give a anyway. They just want their turn to marry your hollowed out up. But the thing is, she ain't saying that these women ain't already doing anyway. Right? They're already doing this.
This woman is elated about being Miss Independent and not needing a man. But wait till you see what's about to happen just a few days after she posts this video.
Put a finger down if you independent and don't get married. Independent and don't get married.
Look how she look right here with this blonde wig on. The contrast of these jokers, how they really look. This is unbelievable, folks. I can't believe she would even come on camera looking like this. No, please. Oh my God. Right before she made that video about being Miss Independent, this is what she was doing. She works at Amazon. She's going off. She's all cocky, right? She's all happy. Look at her. Just popping off, doing all this hand moving and all that other stuff. All right, folks. Here we go. Take a look at this.
I'm literally on the side of the road in North Carolina, and I don't have nobody to call to help me. And what's crazy is, I've been stuck on the side of the road for at least 40 minutes, and ain't nobody stopped yet.
So now guys that are handy are no longer in demand?
Like, I dated a lot of guys in New York City that couldn't fix things, and I got the ick.
Yeah.
I was like, if I can fix it and you can't, that's like grossing me out.
The thing is, for me, like, if a guy's too handy, I don't like it.
Like, you don't want them to have a tool belt.
No, that turns me off. Like, if he knows too much about toilets, I'm like, what?
Get
Like,
in it.
Yeah.
Let me put your head in there.
Women like this are only good for back shots because I don't even want to look at you with a steak. She straight up is saying the average blue collar guy, let's take her example, toilets, a plumber. Yo, plumbers make like double what the average college graduate makes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's insane. Average blue collar work. Now, you know, women don't want to have them. The tool belt thing, if he wears a tool belt, I don't want that. What? Like, no offense to her, but she's not even a looker for one. But for the fact that guys that could fix things around the house, and the first girl's like, oh, if I could fix something and you can't, I just get the ick. I've dated a lot of guys in New York. Yeah, because you're just passed around and they can't fix. Like, yo, dog, YouTube University is out there. With equality, she wants equality, she could learn. Same way, like, yo, if she wanted to, you know, she got a flat tire, she wanted to fix it, yo, 5 minutes on YouTube will teach you exactly how to change that flat tire. But I should already know, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a guy. But if you could fix something that I can't, come on, bro. These chicks be spitting all this crazy. And that's why they're both single. That's why they're both single, insufferable, because of the ideology that they have about the average working man, like electricians, plumbers, you know what I'm saying? People that do HVAC, all that work is good work, you know? Construction workers. You're gonna tell me tool belt people that could fix stuff in the house are no longer worthy? This is why these women will be single and stay single, because back shots, I don't even want to look at you.
My date just canceled on me tonight because he found my TikTok. And that's really, really unfortunate, because this is like the first time where social media has been like a detriment, not a detriment, but has like negatively harmed me.
The problem is not social media. The problem is you. The type of content you post on there. He saw your TikTok, which consists of you criticizing multiple guys that you have dated. And doesn't seem like you're dating with a purpose aside from using them as content, decides that he doesn't want to be a part of it.
Okay, an update on Dan. You don't have the emotional capacity for a girlfriend. Okay, so I want to talk about my date tonight. This is actually my second date night with Liam. Michael, you're fucking weird. What was that?
He dodged a bullet. He set a boundary for himself and stood on it. Salute to him. And even with the date canceled, you still went to go make a video about him, which further proves him right for canceling the date.
I'ma just be honest. We tired of crying in the shower. We tired of crying in the car. That's aggravating. Look at my man shaking his head. Yeah, look, the shower is my crying spot, bro. Cause we can't cry to y'all.
No, you're definitely right, though. I think as women, we do need to do better when it comes to our men and making sure that we mentally take care of them. But we also need to be mentally taken care of as well. And when I say this, I mean,
it's
for my man.
Sis, that wasn't about us.
Why they do that, bro? Why they do that, bro? Why they do that?
No, listen, it comes back around. Listen to what I'm saying.
Can't never just be about us. Can't never be about us.
Man, this is the Nothing But the Truth live podcast.
I say don't look for a woman. Just keep building yourself. Keep raising yourself up over and over again.
Yeah.
That savage of a woman will show up. I've never been a guy that had to date or something like that. I didn't chase, so I was always working on myself.
Right.
And then if something...
And I agree, you should not look for that, for sure, because you'll always find the wrong one.
It's ugly out there.
It is.
It's ugly out there. It just not just in America, but around the world. The concept of social media and what it does, that you can always upgrade, you can always ditch, you can always get out. And so, you know, it's tough. I feel bad for you guys. Let me just say that. I feel bad for you guys out there right now. And I'm worried about my son because he's 6. What's it going to be like from 14 years from now? Because I want to teach him, don't worry about girls.
Right.
Just keep being you. You don't need a girl at 20. Just date. Keep going. Don't worry about that stuff. Live your life. So I feel bad for you guys.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
And a man said, you know, we can't really cry to our ladies. So we have to cry in the shower. We have to figure out other places to let out our feelings. Modern women, so honestly, you know, I don't think modern women understand what they're saying. They don't well, I want my man to be vulnerable, and I want my man to be this, and this. But then the man tries to open up to you and you make fun of him. Oh, I don't want all of that. So a man says, okay, you can't handle it. I'm going to talk to one of my boys. Right? I'm going to talk to one of my boys. And, oh, why you always over his house? Because he actually listens to what I'm saying. He might get on my case about it. And, you know, he might, oh, you acting like a bum, bro. Come on, man. Get up. Get up off your behind, man. Come on, get it. He might talk to me like that, but I know he's listening. No, man, no. I ain't got time for that. Neither do you. You too old for that, bro. Stop doing that. I know he's listening to me. You told me this. You told me you want to be here. Let's go. It's time for us to eat. All right, man. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know I'm right. Come on, man. Stop being lazy. But you don't listen. You don't hear nothing he's saying. You automatically think he's a bum, and you don't offer no solutions. So he don't talk to you no more. Y'all can't handle a man's emotion. So I go off by myself and I cry about it. I self-medicate because you can't handle it. Well, he's not vulnerable with me. He don't tell me everything because you're a loser. You're not ready for it. That's why. Y'all not. Why don't he ever tell me anything? Because you can't handle it.
I absolutely hate when y'all say there's a man out there that can do any and everything under the sun for you. They're all ugly. They're all ugly. I refuse. Ah! Quit saying it. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. And the ones that's not ugly, already taken.
Sweetheart, when you do that like that, like your wig is, you know what, never mind, because you ain't gonna listen to me. On to more pressing matters. When are some of them gonna realize that they just don't qualify for what they want? I done made so many videos about this very topic, and the only thing that is apparent to me is you aren't who you think you are. No, the men are not taken, they just don't want you. It has everything to do with you and nothing to do with them. Ask yourself this question. On a planet of 8 billion people, I can't find one of them to give me what it is that I'm looking for. And to be fair, because I know you don't have access to all 8 billion, I'll cut it down to about 100 million people. So out of 100 million people, you can't find one that you deemed attractive enough, with a character good enough to build a relationship and a family with? And you want me to believe it's all those 100 million and not you? You're not the issue. The real estate the delusion has taken up in her brain is unfair. Yeah, it has taken more space in her brain than the fat Mini Cooper, and it is unfair. You know why? Because the average men that she actually does qualify for are looking for partners. And here she is online talking about all the good men are taken. No, sweetheart, you will never get one of those guys. You simply just don't have what they are looking for. But like any other video, yep, they ain't gonna listen to me because I'm just a normal guy. That keep the change.
Excuse me, ma'am. Quick question for you. You think it's okay to date a man for money?
100%. I think if your man doesn't have money, you should leave him.
So why wouldn't you date a broke guy?
Because he's broke. I need to be able to go out to dinner. I need my nails done, my hair. I mean, like, we need stuff.
I mean, but I think that if he treats you right and he's got like a plan.
Maybe if he has a plan to make money, but like if he just plans on being poor and living off me, like I'm pre-med. I don't need some poor man leeching off me.
So if you met a guy and
poor, I wouldn't meet a guy that was poor. I wouldn't meet a poor man. I only meet rich men.
So you don't think that puts you in a gold digger category?
100%. I think it puts me in a gold digger category, but I think if you're pretty enough, it doesn't matter.
And you think the men watching this would agree?
100%.
That you're worth the
100%.
The wanting that man to spend and spoil.
Yep, 100%. Cause like, why am I gonna like, you know, spend all my money on a man? I'm a surgeon.
Excuse me, ma'am. Quick question for you. You think it's okay to date a man for money?
100%. I think if your man doesn't have money, you should leave him.
So why wouldn't you date a broke guy?
Because he's broke. I need to be able to go out to dinner. I need my nails done, my hair. I mean, like, we need stuff.
I mean, but I think that if he treats you right and he's got like a plan.
Maybe if he has a plan to make money, but like if he just plans on being poor and living off me, like I'm pre-med. I don't need some poor man leeching off me.
So if you met a guy and
poor, I wouldn't meet a guy that was poor. I wouldn't meet a poor man. I only meet rich men.
So you don't think that puts you in a gold digger category?
100%. I think it puts me in a gold digger category, but I think if you're pretty enough, it doesn't matter.
And you think the men watching this would agree?
100%.
That you're worth the
100%.
The wanting that man to spend and spoil.
Yep, 100%. Cause like, why am I gonna like, you know, spend all my money on a man? I'm a surgeon.
Yeah, I think there are a lot of men that suck.
Which would imply all men.
Majority of men suck.
A majority of men suck.
I'm still
really.
compared to, when you say majority, what percent?
If I'm being generous, 60 to 70%.
Well, let's not be generous. Let's be realistic.
65.
I probably agree with 65%.
65% of men suck.
Yeah.
What about our trash? What
I would
percentage?
say 65.
Still 65? What about you?
Like our absolute trash, maybe like 50.
Are you against sexism?
Yeah.
Is sexism wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you against sexism?
I'm against sexism and I think it's wrong.
How about this? If a man were to say, majority of women suck, women are trash, would you object to that categorization?
Yeah, I'd ask him why he feels that way.
So great. But do you believe you guys are being sexist towards men?
No, because I think that sexism is based on the historic oppression of a group of people, and since men have historically not been oppressed, I don't think you can be sexist towards them.
I don't think they thought this one through. Because, frankly, it is not the boast that a lot of them seem to think that it is. Because I have seen several different videos, very similar to this one, made by several different types of women, each indicating that they have, in some cases, spent thousands of dollars on their appearance, whether it be on their makeup, their hair, their nails, or in some cases even their clothing. Thousands of dollars to look a certain way. And if you're going to ask most women why they do such things, it's for themselves. Because if we're going to be very honest, most men don't really care how much a woman spends on her appearance as long as she looks presentable. They don't care if her hair cost $1,500 or if she did it herself. But yet we're supposed to be led to believe that they're not going to be then using men after spending such large amounts of money on themselves? Okay. I have a question. Do you think any of those women that were featured in that video actually use these very simple but very useful things called words to convey their wishes to those gentlemen that were shown sitting in that video that they actually wanted to sit down? Probably not. I understand it was much more important to make a video about the non-existence apparently of chivalry. However, that is part of the larger problem. There are quite a few women out there that genuinely don't know how to communicate what they want to men. They simply expect men to treat them in a certain way because they are women. And might I remind a lot of you women out there, that is not equality. That is in fact not feminism. That is actually called entitlement. And may I remind a lot of you out there, you are not entitled to special treatment simply because you're a woman. But next time, try using words.
I went out to a bar 2 nights in a row for a bachelorette weekend, and you guys know I'm a mommy, I'm almost 28, so I'm not familiar with the scene. I just want to have a conversation about what I observed. I was just shocked at the men, the young men don't act like they used to. They were all very much wanting to be perceived, very bad. And I'm just not used to that. I remember when I was in my early 20s, that's just not how men acted. They were trying to lay low and worship the girls. There was live music. The whole front row was men. And at one point I thought I was on drugs because the DJ started playing Taylor Swift and all the men start screaming. And they're jumping up and down. I'm pretty sure this group of guys got so hyped by Taylor Swift, they picked up the littlest guy and just started doing this with him. They were so excited. There were multiple times where I was with my group of girlfriends. Obviously, I'm not trying to talk to men, but I do have a very, very pretty single friend. And I just assumed everywhere she went, there would be guys thirsting over her. But no, we literally would walk, for example, we would walk to an entrance around the same time as a group of guys. This happened multiple times. And the group of guys would just cut in front of us. They wanted us to perceive them. And I was just that was rude. Normally they after you. Maybe I'm just so old now, but that's a thing of the past. It seems that the nonchalantness and the no simping has completely changed men. And I'm curious, do girls like this? Is there nothing wrong with this? Maybe I'm just being an ancient old mommy.
Who has the final say in a relationship, you or your man?
I think the woman, me.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Should the person that has the most responsibility have the most authority?
I think all in all, yeah.
All in all, yeah. Then who has the most responsibility in a relationship, the man or the woman? Generally.
I think the man.
The man.
Mm-hmm.
So shouldn't the man have the authority?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so that means that the man should have the final say.
Gotcha, bitch!
my god, he's gonna cheat on you with a. He's gonna cheat on you with a. If the man is gonna cheat on me in 10 years with a. And now used for sex mainly, to be honest. And if the man is cheating on you with a whore, that means you're the problem. But no! The men! Girl, you need to start your man. Why did we stop our men? Like, you know, that's one of the main reasons why men cheat too. They stop getting the sex. Why? Why do they stop doing that? Like, who doesn't love?
And I'm, just watching the back and forth exchange that happened between Cooley and one of the ladies on the, Fugazi podcast, where the woman was saying the woman should have the final say so. And he just says, shouldn't the person in general who's got the most responsibility, shouldn't they have the final say so? Oh yeah, in general, yeah. So you want the man to be responsible just in general, you want him to take the lead and have, the most responsibility to protect, provide, take the most initiative and all that stuff, right? Yeah, okay. So wouldn't the logic follow that the man would have the final say so? Yeah, I guess you're right. Why do we have to keep doing that? Why do we have to keep on? Because you're so much more mature and you're so much more smarter and you're so much more better at hitting your marks. Why do we have to keep on backing you into the answer? Why? You should be able to think critically and come to that conclusion, man. This is stupid. This is foolishness.